not with wrestling in general, really.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, sorry, just needed to. OBS wasn't picking up my audio, so yeah.
Okay.
Luckily I caught this very early on. But yes. So yeah, Dylan and I have history with the Undertaker and by extension wrestling in general. Neville is coming into this a little blind, so this will be interesting. Now, I guess I will just spoil this right out of the gate. We are not in for a repeat of what we got with the Ultimate Warrior comic, if anyone remembers that stream.
Nope,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, this. Yeah, so yeah. In fact, I am going to actually spoil this and tell you guys all the reason why we're doing the first 2 issues and not the entire series. One, this is a 10-issue series. We do not have time for all of it, even if we wanted to do it. And 2, this is actually a good comic. I want you guys to go out and actually find it. So, we're kind of approaching this less in let's rip this thing apart and more in we want to see if we would keep going with, would we keep reading this if we can get past the first couple issues. Now, maybe we might do more. Who knows? If we like what we see, if you guys like it, let us. We could probably do more of the Undertaker comic because, like I said, this is legitimately good. It's not an amazing comic, but by the standards of wrestling comics in general, this thing may as well be an Eisner winner. So yeah. All right. So yeah. Okay, so
it's time to get vote. Just joking.
that wasn't funny, Dylan. All right. So here is the first issue of the Undertaker comic.
Oh,
Bork.
I've got it streaming in the Discord, so you guys can see it too. All right, so.
Right.
So, what do you guys think of this cover?
Oh, it's
that one's a lot better than definitely better than the any of the art in the Ultimate Warrior comic. Let's see. I could do without all the gold. That's the only thing that's kind of taken my eye away from it. I would probably make that like a silver, but other than that, it's a pretty solid cover. Like, kind of, yeah. It kind of just tells you, like, oh, this is the Undertaker,
Yeah. What about you, Neville?
Yeah, I think it's a lot. I do think it's also a lot better than obviously the original Warrior comic. It's still doing the 90s thing of basically just a headshot, but instead of like being right up on his fucking face. Oh, wait. Was Warrior #1 the one that was just his face for the cover?
Yes.
It was. Okay. Instead of that, this one is a lot more dynamic. It's Undertaker's face, but he's doing a pose and he's got lightning coming out of him, and it's actually kind of interesting. Doesn't tell us much about what's going to happen in the comic, but it's an improvement from what we've seen.
Yeah, I really like the blue lighting that they added. Yeah, that's really cool. around his head and his hair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Just-
agree with Dylan that the gold is kind of distracting. I think this would have been a lot better if it was just like black background, only the Undertaker's features that would show up in light are visible, and maybe the lightning.
okay. Okay. You see, like this sort of like pale purple that's like in the font for Undertaker.
For the
Yeah.
logo.
Yeah. Well, title font logo. Not where it says Undertaker, the pale. I would make that. I would make the gold like that purple color, and I think it would blend in a lot better. I mean, it's still super ridiculously highly detailed, but I think the colors would be it mesh a little better. I think, or
Mhm.
just omit it entirely. But yeah.
All right. And we'll dwell on this. It's just a variant cover with a photo. We don't need to talk about this. Now, I want you guys to
Jeez.
take an I want you guys to take a note. What do you
Oh
see in
my,
these credit? What do you see in these credits?
Greg fucking Capullo.
Okay, rather, what do you not see in these credits?
Oh,
I don't know what his real name is, so I can't tell if the Undertaker actually worked on it.
You do not see Undertaker. You do not see Mark Calloway. Instead, we have an actual writer here, Bo Smith.
yeah.
And instead of instead of everything instead of like a massive lore dump, it's just a recap from I think the Zero issue, or whatever it was. I don't know. I think there
I
was.
didn't when I was reading through, I did not notice the
Yeah.
I did not notice the recap.
Story so far right here.
I kind of just jumped into the I didn't think there was a story so far.
Yeah, I think there was like a Zero issue issue published.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just based.
Honestly, after I've read through the first issue, I don't particularly feel like you need it. It seems I can follow what's going on and I don't feel particularly lost.
Yeah,
So that's kind of a spoiler of how I feel about Undertaker #1. It's far more comprehensible than Ultimate Warrior, but I guess all that takes is for you to be able to read it.
Oh, did they spell Greg Capullo's name wrong? I remember there being like two L's.
There are
I
some
could be
typos.
wrong.
I did notice some.
could just be a
Well,
typo.
to be fair, he wasn't a big, he wasn't as big as he is now. So
Yeah, but yeah,
Greg Capullo.
but yeah, but yeah, but
so
yeah, we are. But yeah, just to start out of the gate, we're already on better footing because this having a this having an actual writer attached to it. This tells us we're not in for a vanity project. This is just something using the Undertaker's character. All right.
Right?
okay, I looked up the Greg Capullo variant. Oh my god, that's like the best one, the best cover.
We'll look at that later. Well, send me that. DM me that. We'll look at that later. All right. Let's.
All right.
Shall we get into the actual story then, guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
They must learn. They must be taught. They must be punished. And I will teach them.
All right. This is this is a very 90s start to the comic. That's gonna be a lot of what I say about it.
Mhm.
I just it's very, very, very 90s.
Okay, I am
Yeah.
loving this already. You can
I,
tell what's going on. Like, oh, like your eye is able to follow like everything. That's it's like, oh, that's good. That's way better.
I know you say this is very 90s, Neville, but at the same time, could you imagine an Undertaker comic looking any other way?
Not really. I suppose you don't get much more 90s than a comic book about Undertaker. It's very aggressively 90s, and I don't think it would really be anything else.
Yeah, because like this was published in '99. This is still during the Attitude Era. I think this might have been during when they had the Ministry of Darkness storyline going.
All right.
I need to double check that just to make sure I've got it right. Let's see. Yeah.
I
Yep.
mean,
90.
bottom line, I
Yeah.
have, even if it is kind of a cold open, it's still a lot more comprehensible.
Hmm.
I I got an idea of what's happening.
Hmm.
Just these first two pages, and yeah, no, we have a little bit of lore expounded on
Hmm.
that the Undertaker is describing what he is, but it's a single sentence, and that's
Hmm.
about it. That's all you need.
Straight to the point. Just like how he delivers
Yep.
his promos.
Well, very least, I guess he's in character too.
Yeah. I mean, like Bo Smith, like he did a good job because these text boxes actually capture the Undertaker's voice. These sound like these could have come from one of his promos.
Just the kinds of things he would say.
Yeah. Like, do you think that sound right to you, Dylan?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a smarter idea getting like an actual writer than
I'm.
you know
I mean, does this
doing it
sound like
yourself.
does this sound like I mean, does this sound like the Undertaker talking?
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, yeah, I think yeah, Bo, the writer, did a really good job so far.
Yeah. Yeah. And
All right, I'll have to take your guys' word on how the Undertaker talks, but
yeah.
I'm willing to take it on faith that this is pretty in line with his character.
Yeah. Actually, a fun fact for like the first few years of his career, he didn't talk at all. All
I imagine that's part of what people thought was appealing about him. That was just kind of cool that he didn't talk.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, like he was just sort of this dark, sinister, evil-looking guy, and the one who did all the talking for him was his manager, Paul Bearer.
Ah, naturally, he has a pun name.
Please tell me he shows up in this.
I will not.
He does.
Yeah. Yes, Paul Bearer is in this. Right. Uh, so yeah. So yeah, we see Undertaker fight another demon.
Yep.
Undertaker, savor your small victories while you can. The final and most important victory will be mine. There,
Hmm.
in my triumph, I
Leo
complete.
doesn't seem to agree.
Say what?
I said Leo doesn't seem to agree.
Mm. Ah, jeez. I know the. Come on, go. Come on. Yeah, it's actually cut. Can't believe you actually now you actually catch that. There will be no triumph for you, Embalmer. No victory. Only eternal death. By the way, I've actually listened to Undertaker on the Joe Rogan show. Holy crap, does he have a thick Texas drawl?
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's from Texas.
I knew that.
He sure is.
Yeah, yeah, he actually got it. Believe it or not, he actually got his start in the Dallas territory under Fritz von Erich, who was a legend. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Yes, Undertaker, eternal death. All that will be the fate of those that fail to acquire the 3 books of death. It is your destiny to consume the knowledge of all 3 books. It is the prophecy. For he that holds the complete work of the books of death holds the key to power. The power to contain and rule, or power to unleash and consume. The power to rule. Stygian, hell's prison. So it is written, so it shall be. So say I, the death scribe.
As promised 3,000 years ago.
I just want to make a note. We are like 1, 2, 3, 4. Not including the the cover and title page. We're like 5 pages in, and we already know what's happening. Undertaker's in hell. He needs to acquire 3 books of power, or and I guess he's gonna take over hell.
All right. Guess we know the stakes. We know what it takes to get those stakes. And we have met an antagonist.
Yeah.
So there are obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
We know what he wants. We know what he wants to do. And we know how he has to do it.
Yeah.
All right. I understand. I understand.
Yeah. This is the eternal home of the dark souls. They are the worst that life had to offer. In death, they are even worse. These souls would give the devil hell, the ring of eternal pain, where the dark souls of Stygian are made to battle for the amusement of Satan himself and his group of elite demons. But as I have written in the books of death, chaos has come to Stygian. Interlopers from the other plane, earth have come and transgressed Stygian. There is no sport, only chaos.
All
And
right.
here
Looks
is
like we're
where.
getting more backstory.
Say what?
Looks like we're getting more backstory.
Yeah. And we're actually getting a look at our villain, the Embalmer.
So was the Embalmer an actual
No.
wrestler, or is he just a character made for this comic?
As far as I can tell, he was made up for this comic.
All right.
Yeah, like as now do you remember Undertaker having a pretty legendary feud with Kane?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, like the Embalmer's probably the weakest part of the comic just because he's there just to be the villain, but honestly everything else is so good I don't really care.
Why does he have like Rob Van Dam's haircut?
I have no idea. Actually, I think if anything, he's meant to look like David Xanatos. You'll see why.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So yeah, this guy is some kind of evil sorcerer, and he is going to be the villain for this comic. Like, he's nothing really special, but it's fine. Fine. Everything else is already cool.
All right.
In hell, you can trust no one.
I know you were hoping hell was a nice neighborhood, but turns out that's not the case.
Holy shit, can we just marvel at like just how fucking metal this splash page is?
It is pretty
I
metal.
low key want to like ape that for something like, or take inspiration from it for something, because that is cool.
Like this was basically Chaos Comics' whole thing was just making comics that looked like that looked like they came out of heavy metal albums.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that seems like their brand.
None of this is right. The war for Stygian has gone on too long. This war must end, and I shall be the one to end it. The books of death must be captured, combined, and their knowledge consumed by me. The embalmer has the first volume in his possession. The whereabouts of the second volume are unknown. I have the third and last volume. The embalmer must be hunted down, destroyed, and the book taken. Then I shall find the second volume, and with all three in my possession, all transgressors will rest in peace.
I'm
So
ore farming.
we got a very close up shot of him, but now that I'm getting a wider look at it, it kind of makes him look like he is a I don't know. Did he have a receding hairline?
No, actually, I mean, I think he was shaved for a while, but no, I think his hair stayed in pretty good condition, right, Dylan?
Yeah. Okay.
Let me look. Uh,
He was shaved for a while. That's about it, I think.
Mm,
I
yeah.
mean, it's definitely it's pretty receded. I don't know
Like
about
in this art
1999.
here, anyway. I don't know if it really is on the actual dude.
I mean, yes, yes, that's more or less his hairline.
Oh well, shit. Okay. I think
I mean, I don't think his forehead's that big, but
yeah. That I guess that's what I'm noticing. They made his forehead pretty huge.
So, Dylan, nothing to say about how they worked in his catchphrase.
um, I just think that's cool. I'm ore farming.
Jesus.
I mean, okay, let me put it. Neville, if you were going to make a wrestling comic, would you at least want to work in the guy's catchphrase somewhere?
I would feel like that'd be kind of a. I'd feel like that'd be kind of a requirement.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I fit. I didn't know necessarily that this was his catchphrase, but it does not surprise me. Yeah, that sounds like his. I mean, for a while, I thought he just didn't talk.
I guess, yeah, only like the first few years, like once you get to, I think, the Attitude Era, where he starts cutting his own promos. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, this is who the embalmer is. Augustus Slayer.
What a fucking name.
And see what I mean? Like, I think he's inspired more by Xanatos. Do you see it?
There's some of that there. I mean, I just figured it's like. I mean, first thing I thought of was freaking. Oh God, why am I blanking on his name?
Do you remember where he's from?
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, Vincent.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
yeah.
thinking
He
of John.
kind of looks like him. He
Yeah,
kind of looks like John Travolta.
yeah. I kind of see it. Yeah, too. Yeah. New York City, the corporate headquarters of one of the most powerful computer data technologies in the world, Millennium Tricorp. Millennium is owned, created, and run by Augustus Slayer, also known in his most unholy form as the Embalmer.
I'm embalming it.
So he's a billionaire and a warlock.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like it.
We need more of that. That's
I-
actually like a guy who's stupid rich and also so in league with dark powers beyond our comprehension.
My God.
I take it your escape was not without a bit of certain trauma. I broke my toe, broke it. So I see.
Yeah, this kind of thing happens a lot.
He broke it, my toe broke. We can all survive without your whining, grow a new one, or 3 or 4, I do not care. The plane you will adapt yourself to on this plane you will adapt yourself to the human form. It makes for easier access and movement. Yes, and bomber! And you will address me as Augustus Slayer in this room, fool. The Slayer, of course. Yeah. Well, yeah. Uh, and hey, look who's on TV, Dylan.
There he is.
That would be Kane. And
Yep.
that's on Earth as it has been for centuries. Men still engage in gladiator bouts of power and strength. I plan to use these bouts as a vessel to win control of Stygian once and for all. Already my rival for Stygian has been engulfed by my manipulations and has inserted his minion Cain into the ultimate battle for Stygian. He truly thinks that Cain will be able to defeat my horde of dark souls under the earthly guise. It will never transpire. Both he and the Undertaker will lose in this unholy battle, and I will reign in Armageddon. Very impressive, Undertaker. That might cause one of the embalmer's idiots to soil their pants. But you are facing one of those Twinkies now, Undertaker. You face Mesmore! Addicted to pain, are you? Come get your fix. So yeah.
Wait,
See,
I was
this
like
feels like
I was like a year old when this came out. Was Twinkie an insult?
if you were compared to a snack cake with a cream filling, yes.
Yeah. It
I'm
kind of
pretty sure he was insulting.
yeah. Yeah. It was kind of an insult, although I don't know how many people actually used it.
Yeah, it's one of those like 90 comics things where they're trying to insert like cool, edgy one-liners that nobody ever actually used.
Mm-hmm. Right, so yeah. So Undertaker just makes mincemeat out of this. Well, let's face it, this guy's a total jobber.
Yeah. He's not important.
Yeah.
Not even remotely.
Nope.
I think the purpose of the sequence is mostly to show, hey, there's tie the wrestling thing in. It's like, hey, there's wrestling in hell.
Yep.
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 They have lots of 90s raspberry jam blood.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'd say more like raspberry syrup.
Syrup, jam.
Oh, look what they go for in the last panel.
He's eating his ass. I'm joking.
It's his finisher.
Yeah, I know. Tombstone pile driver.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah,
there he goes.
they use his catchphrases. They use his moves. This is authentic.
I think my cousin tried that on me once.
How did it go?
Um, the I'm alive, I guess.
I mean the
So I guess it
pile
went better
driver's.
than for this guy.
I mean the pile driver's actually not that dangerous of a move to take.
Yeah, yeah. And my skull didn't get crushed in,
Yeah,
so there's that.
yeah.
He
I'm
he splat all over the floor. He's
splat.
splatting it.
All over the mat. Rest in peace.
I think this is one of the few panel compositions I have a problem with
Mm-hmm.
because the way I initially read it, I thought the silence part was what he said at first, but then I realized that didn't make any sense, and then I saw that the post was saying something at the bottom. But yeah, I think
I
this
know.
I think this composition could have been a bit clearer because I had a hard time reading it.
Oh my god! I know exactly what Photoshop thing they used. They used the bevel, the inner
Emboss.
bevel tool.
The bevel and
Yep.
embossing tool, yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
okay, okay. Oh, hold on, Mike. I have an old dog that's barking. But okay, so where you can see where there's like pixel lines is sort
Mm-hmm.
of where that
Mm-hmm.
that's why it looks as jagged as it does.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like if you look at the shades, yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, we
I,
see it. I mean, it's
it's
not.
just crazy.
I
Oh, go ahead.
was gonna say. I mean, like, does this look like it's digitally or hand colored?
This is definitely early digital color. Like,
Yeah, it definitely feels very digital.
Yeah.
okay,
There's too many like very smooth gradients for it not to be.
okay, uh, yeah. There was digitally colored comics as far back as like '94. Uh, which, believe it or not, and it's not just because it has anything to do with me, and it doesn't. But Antarctic Press were actually one of the. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have dogs. Antarctic Press was like one of the first ones to like really adopt like full digital coloring with Warrior Nun, and then you would see it later as other comics like mainstream comics started doing it,
Yeah, it was still.
and
Yeah.
yeah, it's still really new. So people didn't really know how to cut corners, so they would like go all in on like these colors. That's why '90s comics, especially like '90s like 2000s have like that look to them where
Like
it's very
the saturation's cranked up really high.
uh well yeah, and it's very highly rendered. Um
Mm-hmm.
And is that kind of what makes them look really busy and kind of crowded?
yeah. Sort of a balancing act.
Yeah,
Uh
this this
you,
one
you-
seems like it did a pretty okay job, all things considered.
well yeah. This one did pretty good, but there are comics that ran into the problem of like, well, okay, if you're going to go in colors, when you're doing a page like this, you have to decide, okay, do I want to focus on inks or do I want to focus on colors? Because you cannot do both. Because if you try to over render like a piece that's heavily inked, this one kind of strikes that balance. It's like, yeah, you can't do too much of either at the same time. Okay, so I like how there's not a whole. Okay, do you like how there's not too much rendering on like the heavily shadowed piece, but they focus more on it with when you actually see its face.
Mhm.
And but other than that, I do think the purple borders are a little distracting.
Yeah.
That's sort of my main issue with the uh, same problems as Neville has with it. It's mostly the composition.
Yeah, I'll agree. Like the whole, like just because, like my brain's trained to go from left to right, and it actually took me a second to realize that we're supposed to go from this speech bubble to this speech bubble, and then up here.
Yeah,
That's
it's like you're. Yeah, the problem here is it's just a purple border. Because that's like the first thing my eye is like drawn to.
well, and I think even without the border, I think my eye would just go there just because that's how I've been trained to read comics.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, next page. Yeah, there he is. Paul Bearer. Right at the
Yep.
end of the first issue.
All right. So maybe this will give away the game a little bit. How I know you guys said that back when Undertaker didn't talk, Paul Bearer would do all the talking for him.
Mm-hmm.
How antagonistic would Paul Bearer become later?
He teamed up with Kane during Undertaker's feud with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy he spoke for him, especially with that voice. You know the one.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh, that's poor Moore. I knew him well. No. Oh, yes. Me. Oh, there. Our battle has only just begun, dead man. Also, he was in real life an actual mortician.
Holy shit.
Fitting.
Was
Yeah.
he? Did he also sound like Chris Farley?
That was he. Okay. Okay.
He
Let me
had a
get you.
higher inflection than that.
Like he said, very southern. Like even.
Okay.
I'll send you a video nibble.
All right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I unironically like love this. They don't make comics like this anymore.
Well, these comics just aren't in style anymore.
Well, yeah, but you don't really have anyone that would like.
It's I mean, I kind of like it that they don't, just because this comic is very much a time capsule of its era. Like
Yeah, I guess
this
that's fair. Yeah.
this couldn't be made at any other time. All right, so that was our first issue, guys. What did you think?
Well, I knew it was going on, and I suspect it was exactly what somebody looking to buy an Undertaker wanted to get.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
There's some composition issues, and it's a lot of front loading with lore and backstory, but it still works because there's plenty happening.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I watched that video, and the comic doesn't really depict this,
Mm-hmm.
but the way he basically looks like fat Gomez Adams.
That's probably part of the idea.
Yeah, I
Kinda,
imagine.
yeah.
But yeah, he's that is certainly a voice.
Yeah, you should look. You should look at some of his shoot interviews. He was a funny guy.
Oh my god.
All right. Shall we
Man,
continue?
those eyebrows though.
Shall we continue on to the next issue?
All right, let's get going on it.
All right.
I sent him a gif of Paul Bear.
Oh, Dylan.
Man, this dude's faces.
Now, what do we think of this cover?
Oh man. Okay, yeah, that one's cool.
I would say a vast improvement over the first one.
Yes. Oh, I'm loving that. It's so
Man,
god
that's a,
over the top. It's just I'm fanboying a little bit. I can't believe I've never read this.
I
man,
have.
that's a lot of ketchup.
I'm okay. So I actually managed to track down a trade paperback of that had like the first 4 issues. Shoots off of eBay. I swear to God, this actually happened. I was watching that. I had my eye on that for so long. I think the seller gave me a discount, and the discount was 6.66%.
Of course it was.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, another photo variant. We can move on. Yeah. Oh, and I did. We did not give it. We did not give enough credit to the guy, to the illustrator Manny Clark. Like, like,
Mm,
like is the art is very of its time, but but here I think like that's in all the right ways. Does like like as we said before, like we would not want an Undertaker comic to look any other way.
Okay, is he the artist all the way through?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
Oh man,
Let's have a.
that's refreshing.
I'm just gonna look up to see if Manny Clark's done anything else. Let's see. Huh. Apparently he's done some stuff over at DC.
You can imagine, yeah. He definitely. Oh, oh.
Say what? No, he's
Sorry, dog's barking.
yeah. He's
mm.
found his Instagram. Looks like he's still looks like he's still working.
Who is?
Manny Clark.
Oh well, shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Oh, I have now gotten through all the first 3.
The f- like the first three images on his Instagram.
No, the first 3 issues.
Oh. Okay. Oh. So might as well just continue on with the second issue then. All right. That's right, dead man. As I, Paul Bear, always there when you least expect me or want me. As you have no doubt figured out, the days of Hit and Rod and Stygian are over. The final battle for the dark side is taking place in a new arena, and that arena is Earth. Oh, yes! There, under the fleshly disguise of humans, my army of dark souls battled the renegades of darkness, led by that age-old druid from the Dark Ages, the Embalmer. After my army defeats his by immortal combat, we will not send them back to Stygian, but we will rule it. And with my reign of Stygian, all that ever opposed me will feel my unholy wrath. The Embalmer and his foolish followers will serve as amusement for my dark minions, and they will suffer and then suffer more. The guards of Stygian, the Death Watch, will die in ways too putrid to speak of. Okay, I have to laugh that they actually use
See,
the Death Watch. I have to laugh at
see,
that.
see the when I first read this, I was like, oh, okay, he's getting a little villain log. All right, cool. Knowing what he sounds like now, I have a harder time taking this seriously.
And,
Yeah.
and you, dead man, you will be just that, a dead man for all eternity. I will personally see to your eternal pain and suffering. You will die slowly and many times over. You will beg me to kill you, and that will bring the lullaby that brings me eternal joy.
God, this is like getting threatened by Ed from Ed and Eddie.
I don't know. I mean, like, you remember that time? Remember when Ed went on a rampage because he had a pebble stuck in his shoe?
I mean, yeah, but hearing him threaten you would still be really funny.
Oh, yes, yes, with all three books of death in my hands, I will relish my rule over all that is mortal and immortal. I will be the sun, the moon, the universe. No, your rule will be as false as your fat, floating face. It is you that will stoke the fires of Stygian with your whale lord of a body. No, I will win! The prophecy will be fulfilled. So says the Undertaker. Also, I want to point out they're after 3 books. Does that give you flashbacks in any way, Nebel?
What's that?
They're after 3. They're after a set of 3 books.
Yeah, that kind of sounds familiar.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe it'll drop on my head. All right. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, Undertaker swearing vengeance on Paul Bearer. Moving on.
Yeah. Yep.
And then Embalmer has some kind
I
of
do want to give
migraine.
I do want to give a little bit of credit where they have a book of prophecy actually have prophecy in it and actually describe what's going to happen next.
Oh yeah.
It's like, well, shit. The book of prophecy is actually prophesying something. I'll be damned.
That's a
Like,
pretty.
not like that.
That's a pretty low bar, right there.
Listen, we just got back from the fucking Warrior comic. I'll take what kind I can get.
I mean,
I do like.
I mean, not.
I do like the purple and blue.
I mean, not including any real world religious texts. Yeah, it's most like prophetic texts in fiction always tend to be really, really vague.
They don't really show anything out of them.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, and yeah, like I said, the embalmer, he gets some kind of migraine. Master, what is? And he, this guy looks like John Cena, and I can't be the one who sees it.
Yeah, I can see it. Actually, you know what? I can't see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like long
Who the
before
hell
he
is
did.
that panel?
Ah, good. Master, what is it? You're in pain. Don't touch me, fool. See ya. The Undertaker has caused him psychic pain.
Owie.
He made him remember cringe. Wait, no, he imprinted the images of the Ultimate Warrior comic in his head, and it caused him pain.
Oh!
Psychic damage.
I will not.
I don't understand it. What the hell does destrucity even mean?
I will not hear words of treason. I alone am the chosen ruler of Stygian, not the transgressor known as the Undertaker. Let this be an example of the fate for those that doubt me. I don't know where that voice came from, but I can't do it. I can't do a good Jonathan Frakes impression. Sorry.
Well, it's a good thing he doesn't look much like him.
Yeah.
It looks like he's trying to hold in a shit.
Yeah.
Again, that was
I know the feeling, buddy.
as was the style at the time.
It was the style at the time. Man,
Yeah, but look at his face. He has his fist like right in front of him.
I think he might have eaten Paul Bearer's rolls. Oh,
Yeah.
fucking Lord.
So yeah, we've got the Undertaker, we've got the Embalmer, we've got Paul Bearer, all trying to take control of Stygian. And then
Right.
Undertaker
Bad guys fighting each other.
And now Undertaker teleports to the Civic Arena, which I have to look up if that's a real place. Just because it'll bug me if I don't. Oh, it's in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, I gotta oil the wheels on this thing. Yeah, well, suck it up. Plain a little squeak ain't gonna kill you. Yes, I smell the stench of dark souls.
And Dark Souls 2.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Is this comic the Dark Souls of the 90s?
he's the Dark Undertaker's the Dark Souls of wrestling.
Oh my god.
If he has a fight in a poison swamp, then it really will be Dark Souls.
We'll see.
So these two mooks turn into these two mooks right here turn into demons, and oh, look who else is here.
I don't know who that is.
It's
Dylan.
Mankind.
Mankind, aka Mick Foley, one of the craziest wrestlers ever. Oh, Kissing Cousins is trying to spin the bottle with the new big guy. Jeepers creepers, I see a lot with my peepers. I wonder if Big Daddy Vinnie Mac knows he has the Castle of the Exorcist wrestling for him. And look, they actually referenced Vince McMahon.
Yep, there he is.
They forgot the pissing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
If you know, you know.
I don't, and I think I should keep it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Somehow, I don't think that move was legal. If they can use that, then I should be able to use a folding chair. Really, Mr. Sacco? You think Vinny would take a conference call with us on this? His character
Yeah,
was
right.
his character was kind of insane.
I gathered that.
There was a Hell in a Cell match that she and Undertaker had where Undertaker threw him off the top of the cage.
Oh, wow. Shit. Did he land on his head?
He landed on the commentary table, I think.
Oh, well, shit. All right.
As is common.
There was a lot of Mick Foley did a lot of crazy shit during his time. Like there's,
Oh, boy.
but we'd be here all night if we talked about it. So yeah. So they fight, then they fight, then they fight, then they fight, then they fight.
Yep. And then sriracha sauce everywhere.
You hear him, Palmer? Death has come knocking.
This may be the 90s-est image so far.
You sure?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe there's more. But there's something about this that's like, there's the pose, there's just how meaty his arms are, there's the way his legs are oriented.
The gratuitous blood.
Oh yeah, that too. The sriracha sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this very 90s. Very nice.
You know what I
I
want.
guess the Ultimate Warrior comic was also very.
It was 90s in all the worst ways. This is 90s in all the best ways. You know what to do. I want this building littered with his torn flesh. Nancy, shake her out! I always knew Smoochie was full of shit. You talk too much. Way too much.
Oh, we found a typo.
Where? Oh yeah, wrong. Yep, wrong form of two. Good spot.
Grammar
Oh my
error argument discredited.
Honestly, just the first "you talk too much" would have worked, but you kind of
Yeah.
overdid it with the way too much. It's like no, you can scale it back a little bit with the.
Yeah, it's not even like he was in the room. He just showed up.
All right.
Your strength, dead man. Brute strength is nice, but I prefer to play with my food before I eat it. Sweet. What's that? Speak up, continue. Ready for more, dead man?
That panel's a little sus.
Uh-oh. It's coming up on his package.
And then Undertaker hits a button and it's going
I don't think
straight.
elevator. Yeah.
Well, I guess this was before elevators had motion detectors. I don't
think elevators are supposed to
They don't
close
generally
that.
slam like that, but whatever. I guess it works. Sure.
Yeah. Look, if inaccurate elevator mechanics is the worst thing this comic does, I'll take it.
What? It could do a lot worse. It could be way worse. We could have no idea where the hell he is or what he's doing.
Yeah. The rest of you take the stairs. Glenn and I will take the fast track to his death. Yes.
All right. Squee.
Yeah. Yeah, and he
Wait, so they're gonna
grab.
base through shit?
So I guess so, but Undertaker grabs him by the throat. Hungry, open wide. Get out. And then from now on, take your own phone calls. And I guess he just beats him to death with the
Bro.
elevator phone.
Oh my god.
That's badass. It's
If
so
you're,
stupid. I love
It's
it.
it's very silly. It's very silly.
I mean, you want to see something that's stupid and awesome at the same time. You should see the Undertaker Mankind Boiler Room Brawl.
God.
Mhm.
He gets off the elevator. There's more demons.
All right. Yep. They fighting. They fight. They fight. Rest
And
in
time.
pieces. A little variation on his. And oh, we got a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That would be the
To be
end of.
continued.
Yep.
Maybe.
So, yeah. So yeah.
All right. A lot more going on in this one. Oh my god. Okay, initially reading it, like the pallbearer stuff was just me going, oh, all right, we got another villain. So we got like 3 factions vying for control of hell. That's pretty neat. And then found out what a freaking pallbearer sounds like.
Yeah.
Like, oh, oh no. There's a lot of very cheesy one-liners in this, but yeah, it's the 90s. They do that.
Yeah. And,
Honestly, it's like the comics are just what the comics and like the wrestling itself. They're not too different. It's just comics do what the real world can't. Because if you think about it, it's like they were kind of like superheroes and villains to begin with. The theatrics and shit.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, there's a great Capullo one.
Yep. Yeah, I'll show this up on screen here in a sec. But yeah, just to keep
Oh
talking.
yeah,
Look at that.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, just keep continue with
Oh,
what you were saying, Dylan.
Yeah. It's like uh, when you're watching these wrestling programs, especially before it got like toned down, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, these are like supposed to be like superhumans, or supposed to be,
Mm-hmm.
and it's supposed to sell you that image, and that's why there's so much like overlap between like comics and wrestling to begin with, because it's like they're kind of the same idea.
No, they were at one
One,
point.
one,
They were at one point. But but yeah,
well, yeah, at 1.1.
once I think like that definitely started going away. I guess you could say that was starting to happen once they got to like the ruthless aggression era, but by the PG era, it was definitely gone.
Well, yeah, because they had to kickstart the PG era because of Chris Benoit.
Well, that and apparently Linda McMahon was trying to get into politics.
And honestly, to be fair, it worked. I mean, look how much longer WWE lasted.
Yeah, but the products kind of suffered for it.
Oh, definitely. Like it helped the longevity of it, but I can't help but lament that it's literally lost its edge.
Well, I mean, like even during the golden era, like there was like still something there, like that whole like they tried to be something that was more like UFC.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor that's we don't need to. Yeah, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, like yeah, this yeah, like I would definitely agree with Dylan though. This is definitely a very very good variant. If you can, good
Yeah.
luck tracking this. Good luck tracking this sucker down. I guarantee it's not cheap.
God, look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Great Capullo is definitely one of my favorites.
yeah.
Uh,
Hmm.
I don't always like how he draws faces, but his older stuff here looks really good.
Hmm.
I think his new stuff is a little too clean for my preferences.
That's gonna happen with any artist as they get more experienced. Their style gets more
Yeah.
refined.
Yeah.
Well, we've only gone for like an hour. I guess we could probably squeeze in maybe another issue or two if we want.
Are we on 3 right now?
Uh, we ended on 2, so we could do 3.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's still.
Nostalgia critic rules.
Uh, yeah, it's nostalgic critic rules. All right, just
All
let me
right.
get it up.
First 3, and then we'll call it.
Yeah, I think that's fine. All right, just let me take care of the screen.
Oh my goodness. All right. I think of the like mainline covers, I think this is
Oh yeah, that one. That's a beaut.
Okay, so yeah, this
that's
one is like
freaking cool.
this is like peak Ministry of Darkness Undertaker.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Another photo variant we will ignore.
Wow, his hairline really is like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hard to believe he was only 25 when he made his debut as the Undertaker.
Mm,
He's like in his 30s here, but yeah.
yeah. There's something. Do you want originally he didn't even want to he didn't even want to wrestle. Guess what he wanted to do?
Theater.
He wanted to play basketball.
Oh, fair enough.
That's a career. That's a whole different career path entirely.
So the Undertaker and my dad have something in common. They're actually two things in common. They're both from Texas and they wanted to play basketball instead of finding their real calling.
I'm pretty sure that's the only thing they really have in common.
Too.
Because I
That's
can't
two things.
imagine your uh, because I'm pretty sure your dad isn't a big, tall, muscle-bound
My dad is
wrestler.
a my dad is a big guy, but he was definitely in a lot better shape when he was younger. Oh, actually, make that three things. They're also now. But how surprised would you be if we told you the Undertaker is a Christian?
You know, before I visited Texas, it would shock me. Now, less so. I didn't know
Yeah.
that, but it doesn't exactly surprise me.
You know, he's actually a nerd too. Like he's into like comic books and shit too. I think he has a
I don't imagine he would have signed off on this project if he wasn't. Because I imagine
yeah,
they needed at least some approval from him to do it.
Hmm.
yeah. I think there's a picture of him. I don't know if it was him or someone else like actually reading a manga.
I bet you
I forgot who it was.
it's going
Huh?
to be either if it's not him, it's probably Xavier Woods.
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely yeah,
Generally, what I understand about him is that, like, outside of the kayfabe, he's genuinely a cool.
Oh yeah, like he is Texans, they are a Texans, they're a very laid back, easygoing sort of people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can actually say hi to people, unlike in like California and shit.
Or New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, people here like like in like the good neighborhoods, they'll like leave their garage doors open. It's like you wouldn't do that shit where I came from in California.
No.
Neville
Completely
would
understand.
Neville would know. He lived in L.A.
Well, yeah, it's like my family, they're hardwired to like keep like a baseball bat at the door at all times.
Lock everything. Make sure you locked it.
Oh yeah, even the back door with like our closed off backyard.
Yep.
Like you would have to make a serious
Or
effort
take
to like
that chance.
climb over it.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I completely understand that.
Yeah. If you really want to get a look at who Undertaker is as a not Undertaker. If you want to get a good look at Mark Calloway, like, who he really is, just watch his appearance on Joe Rogan. All right.
All right.
Carrying
Yeah,
on. So what?
he genuinely seems like a pretty cool dude.
Yeah. The Undertaker had let his hate and rage for the embalmer drive into a trap. He knew it, but his burning hate had won out and drove him into a frontal attack. His mission was not totally in vain. He sent many of Embalmer's dark souls back to Stygian. Now if he could just survive this 100-foot fall.
I actually really love this opening.
Yeah, look at that. The fire and the snow. It's like, oh, the cool and the warm. That is, oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
I also really like the idea that there's like an arc for the Undertaker.
Mhm.
It's like he got because he let his emotions better.
Repeat that?
That I kind of like that there's an arc for him that he basically got beaten because he let his emotions get the better.
Mm-hmm. Right. He wouldn't end up joining them. Yeah. Yes, the struggle sack of snot. He was a flame, all a flame. Perhaps you can use the same trap to lure that stinking fat ball of goop bear here, Embalmer. Yes, we could feast on his lord for weeks. Stand aside, you are annoying me. And then he gets up like he does when he wrestles. Like
I love that.
this would like okay. You see like how he sits back up. He would do that if a guy knocked him on his back and thought he had him. He'd sit straight back up and it was like, oh no, son, you're not done yet.
Oh yeah, I think I remember. I remember seeing clips of that.
How much blood? How much? What? Maybe I could lick the spoon. Yeah. Shut up. But the flames, the blood, gone, all gone. I have known him since he was a boy. Even then I could see the fire, the hate in his eyes. He didn't let the wheel of souls break him. Nor would he let this fall. It will take much more. Sacred Memories Funeral Home, where souls and bodies are put to their final rest. So the brochure says, "Oh, Dalmer, I have spent the last few hours consulting the Book of the Dead. It craves a reunion with the other two volumes. It speaks to me." Yes, yes. Wondrous, Paul. Wondrous. The other two volumes are near. I sense it. The book feels it. I must possess them. Only then will I have the absolute power that I deserve, that I need. If you own all three hooks of death, you will break the prophecy of death, correct? You will rule Stygian. as well as earth, yes? Yes! Oh, yes! And the embalmer and the Undertaker will rot and burn forever under my satisfied eye! Oh, glorious, glorious!
I'm talking to my Discord kitten. Oh,
I gotta say again, looking at him, he looks like in those promo videos,
Mhm.
he looks way too normal in the comic art.
yeah, which is funny. He looks a lot more normal in the comic.
I think it was I think like during the Kane feud, he actually stopped dyeing his hair.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
he died.
Mm, yeah. Paul, he is here. Oh yes, yes! Send him, Borden, send him! Welcome, welcome. I am very glad you decided to accept my offer. You have the second volume. Yes! With your help, I will secure yet another volume and become even more powerful. Of course, once you have helped me liberate that volume, you will be rewarded as I have promised. Once all 3 books are within my possession, I will bring on my own Holocaust, my own Armageddon. This whole universe will be reshaped in my own image. I will bow before Paul Bearer.
So he just shoved the book into his gut.
Why not?
All right, fair enough, I guess.
My hate burns. I let it consume me. I let it cloud
Oh,
my.
look at.
Say what, Dylan?
I said, "Oh, look at that!
Yeah.
That looks so fucking good." Look, ooh,
I let it cloud my judgment. The price I paid for that unchecked rage was costly, but worth it in the long run. For now my enemy knows final judgment is near, and with final judgment comes misery and torment, pain and suffering that is eternal, and I shall be the one that deals out the endless holocaust of misery. For only
There's a lot of
I,
Holocaust in this book.
for only I am the Undertaker. By absorbing a blast of the embalmer's tainted hellfire, my unearthly tissue and muscle must be regenerated. Only in the place of dead may I regain lost power and energy. Here I am able to reap the powers of my dark ministry and prepare myself for battle with the transgressors of Stygian. It was long ago in my first form that my rule over a Stygian was attacked. Then all 3 books of the dead were in their proper place, and my rule of Hell's prison was clear. It was then when the first of the transgressors breached my kingdom. He came from the medieval times of Earth. He was the powerful druid of the time, practicing in the dark arts and taking them to unseen heights. He was known as Augustus, the Dark One. It was during his latest raid of another rival druid's domain that he found the notes of the Death Scribe. His black heart was intoxicated with the readings. The Dark One committed to the readings followed the instructions to breach the domain of Stygian. He craved the power that the books of death would bring him. When he arrived through the portal of death to the door of Stygian, he had reached an orgasmic high that would forever run through his blood. He vowed that.
he's cool.
What?
I said he's Kumi.
He vowed that day to conquer all realms and make all those that dwelled in each his slaves for eternity. Using the portal of death, Augustus was able to snatch and enlist newly arrived dark souls into his army of rebellion. With them, he began his assault on Stygian. This was the beginning of the 400-year-old war, a time when the balance of death was off kilter. when the fabric of all evil was ripped and chaos ruled in hell, and hell shook during this confrontation of pure evil. Our battle raged on into the unholy keep of the books of the dead. The Dark One was crafty and his mind full of venom. Bringing our war to the keep was not one of chance. Augustus the Dark One revealed an ancient scroll with the incantation to reverse the portal of death. With that and a spell of darkness that he had conjured from his druid practice, he was able to use the portal against me and remove the books from their place. I was being sucked into the portal and engulfed into an abyss so black and deep. I was powerless to deny the portal of its grasp. I did manage to take a volume of the books with me. Another volume was hurtling into the portal, its destiny unknown at that time. The last book of death found itself in the possession of Augustus. The rule of Stygian would forever be changed. For centuries after Augustus, the Dark One would travel back and forth from Stygian to Earth, causing havoc and misery. He could not rule either plane, but he did his best to bring death and chaos to both. For many centuries, the Dark One would send his dark souls to Earth, wearing the skins of humans to spread madness and death. And all for his amusement. He was taking my pleasure, my place, my destiny.
This is a pretty cool panel competition.
Yeah. Look, it's J. Jonah Jameson. I'm joking.
What's he doing in this book?
During those centuries in the black abyss, I was floating and not in control of my fate. Then, a small time after the midpoint of this current century, I was brought back. I was not the same. My spirit lay dormant, encased in the body of a young boy. I was that boy. I had a
When
mo-
I was a young boy. Just kidding.
Uh-oh.
I had a mortal family, mother, father, a young brother. I felt a strange warmth during that short period, one that comes back to me now and then, a feeling that now sickens me. Even now, my memory of the day of fire is muddled. I remember the can of gasoline, my younger brother running screaming into the house for my parents. Okay, this was actually part of his wrestling backstory, or with Kane.
Mm.
So originally when Kane debuted, he wore a mask, and the reason why is because apparently his face was scarred from being burned, and it was because when they were kids, Undertaker and Kane were playing with matches.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Then I felt a heavy touch. I had stopped shaking. All I knew before was gone. He had found me.
I like how he's supposed to be a boy, but he's like also like super just jacked and shit.
I need an adult. He took me away from the only small spark of light that I had ever known. My parents, my house, my brother, all taken from me. I remember the gasoline, the flames, the screaming. I remember the moments before the fire and those after. But the thoughts during the act have always been in a black haze. A gu- Look,
Oh.
does this look familiar?
I think so. Oh, yep.
All right. What am I looking at?
Um, Here's a hint. It's a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
You,
Shit.
it clicked. Did it click?
Uh, is it a Conan reference?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. He makes Undertaker reenact Conan. He breaks his chains. Becomes the dead man again.
Whoop.
And now
Wind
though
up
we've
the
gotten Undertaker's backstory, he's back. Yeah, that means he's recovered. So says the Undertaker. And now we're back with Mankind. Mammoth Dome. Where is that? Google turns up nothing. I guess they made that up. They don't believe us. They never do. We've seen them. They just walk around on like it was a weekend at the mall. Their tails dragging in those horns on their heads. Kane sees them too, but he won't say anything. He doesn't want them to know. Oh yeah, you're right. Kane never says anything. Sorry, Mr. Sacco, I forgot. Yes, and the Undertaker knows. He won't admit it either. He's always a little grumpy. Yeah, I don't think he gets enough sleep either, Mr. Sacco. I don't want to be grumpy like the Undertaker, Mr. Sacco. Let's take a nap. What do you say? Okay, night, Mr. Sacco.
All right. That is certainly an aside.
And look who's here.
Let's fucking go.
It's Kane.
All right.
And that's the end of issue 3.
All right. So yeah, this one, I think one thing I'll say about the feel like they consistently get better with each issue.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I am liking the third one the most.
Yeah, that like it definitely like picks up. Like, which is really surprising too. It's just with like the other the Ultimate Warrior one, it just went more and more off the deep end. This one just like, oh my god.
Yeah, like I said, this is a legitimately good. It is not for everybody, but it is good.
Yeah. Like honestly, the one I feel like if there was anything that was turn you off to it, it would be just how 90s it is. But if you're fine with that, it's a pretty good read.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for some people it's like a selling point,
Yeah.
I would say if you are not an Undertaker fan, then this wasn't going to appeal to you anyway, or a wrestling fan
Yeah.
either.
But if you, I mean, this this is exactly what I imagine an Undertaker. So you know what? They knew their audience.
Yeah.
They didn't have they didn't have to go so hard, but they did.
hmm There's about 10 issues. 10 issues of this comic. There is a trade paperback that has the first 4. I have a copy. Uh, I don't know how easy it is to come by these days, just because this comic isn't in print anymore. So if you
Well,
find,
there are other ways.
I'm saying if you find it at your local comic shop, just get it because you may not get another chance. Yeah, and I guarantee that, I guarantee this comic is probably not coming back into print anytime soon.
No, yeah, it is of its time. It remains of its time. And it is definitely a fascinating time capsule.
Mm-hmm. So
It also helps that it's competently written and drawn.
So I guess the big question is, would you guys want to keep going with this comic?
I think I would read it on my own. I don't know if
That's what. Would you guys keep reading this?
yeah, I would. Yeah, yeah. After this, I might just go and you know look for it on uh, legitimately, if
Of
you know what
course,
I mean.
entirely legitimate websites
Uh-huh.
with entirely legitimate access to entirely legitimate comics.
Legitimately legitimate.
Yes.
All right. So,
Oh yeah, pretty good.
speaking as someone who's not really a wrestling fan, Neville, would you keep reading?
I might. This was interesting, and this was not like, aside from some goofy things, it's pretty good. It's well made.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I guess there's only one more question to ask. Did we put on a better show than WrestleMania 42?
God, I didn't even watch it.
I'm the wrong guy to ask.
Well, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it. Like I said, I think, especially if you were an Undertaker fan, this is definitely worth owning. It's just hard to come by these days, so try to find it any way you can, and then get those and pick up those issues too.
Yep.
Guess one more. I would I would love to end us on reacting to the video where he shows off his wine brand, but I'm almost certain WWE would copyright strike us.
Oh, absolutely.
They copyright struck the Ultimate Warrior stream just for the clip I used. I had to edit it out.
Yeah. What if you just read the transcript in Paul Bearer's voice?
Oh, that would be funny. But that means I have to use it for both Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Uh-oh.
So, well, so yeah. I'd say like we all had fun, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
That was fun.
yeah, that was great.
We all hope you guys did too, and yeah. If you're an Undertaker fan, check this comic out, and maybe and who knows, maybe we'll cover more of it in the future. But for now, we'll probably be back with more video games, probably more Resident Evil Requiem. Anyway, you guys want to say anything before we go?
I think I'd like a second opinion. It's like, I love RE9.
All right. I'll see you guys later then.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.